Comrades, friends, welcome back to our beautiful Republic of Tecnovakia. We got a lot of work still to do and a little less time this season because of the beta of Humankind that came out and that I just had to cover because I'm a sucker for Amplitude games and that is an awesome game. If you didn't check it out, you should check it out. There's a series on my channel on Humankind. Really good game. Still an open beta, so that closed today when I'm recording this. Which will be yesterday when you're watching it, I think. But it's worth checking out the footage, at least looking into one or two of my episodes. I'm not, like, don't watch the entire series or whatever, but just check it out. And they're gonna release this in August, and I'm definitely gonna cover the H out of this on my channel. Anywho, we got things to do today, and we're gonna go a little faster. At least I'm gonna try. I know I promise this every episode, but hey. Number one, first of all, we let the game run because we got so many construction sites, and that's precisely what I'm going to work on in Berlin. I want more construction capability, more concentrated, because we have a lot of sites and we're not making progress as fast as I wanted to here. Why don't let's just buy out a couple of these and see if that helps us with these sites up here, because they're not being constructed there. Neither are these. It's really weird. Okay, getting sidetracked again, sorry. We're not making progress as fast as I wanted here, so I want to have more capabilities, because we have these sites that we're already constructing on, and then we're gonna remodel this dry goods area here. Partially with rebels, but partially we need to build it ourselves, and that's gonna require more construction. So we're gonna transform this a little bit, not much, but just a bit. Then, of course, we need to expand our farm here, and like I said, we're going to add one, probably one each episode, and we're going to try to fit one in this area here, roughly. And then we'll see where we'll have our storage area, and then maybe plan the third one or whatever, depending on how much time we have. And, of course, in Stettin, we got to steadily monitor our new living area, or new residential district over here, which is where we're going to start out, actually, looking at this, because our new brick flat has finished, so I can demolish this one, because it really doesn't fit well into the idea that I have for this city. And well, so we'll just demolish it. I mean, they can move over here and over here, because we got two new houses there, no problem. Nobody's gonna be homeless in our beautiful republic. And then we can actually modify these pathways just a bit, and here is my idea for this free area here now. Okay, so we got, like I said last time, we got to make a transition from this prefab high-rise, high-density city center over some middle-class homes into this luxury area, because you don't want to have, like, either we have a forest in between or we have a smooth transition over here, but we don't want to have a hard cut from this to this, right? Oh, it just looks lovely now, doesn't it? Oh man, I'm getting sidetracked again, but it's just so beautiful. It's just, look at this. I mean, not to pat myself on the back for the city layout or whatever, just the way they programmed this, the way the lighting looks and all, it's so, just nice. Just fits into the landscape so great. It's always amazing. Anyhow, where was I? Yes, replanning. So, I hope you can see this at night, which you should be with those bright yellow construction silhouettes. So my plan here is there are semi-high-rise buildings, like this guy. One of these, no, this, like, yeah, like this save button. There we go. Like these guys that are higher than these, but not as high as these, and they would just make a nice transition. I already checked out, we have this height, and then we have a little less height in these, also prefab. They're a little lower quality, but 87% is still alright, I'd say. So we can build those, and then we'll have like a smooth transition from these high-rises to the big brick flats, and then we're going to put a nice couple middle-class brick flats in here. And that'll be the transition, together with the university and the schools here and the dormitories that are actually fully booked here, as opposed to Berlin. for the students. Anyway, so let's get to it. I hope you can see, but it's gonna be day in a second anyway. So no problem. We'll start with those, and they should fit in. We should fit in 3 here. I don't want to make it too dense. You know, like just like so into the corner here. I will first. It's so difficult to see everything in those. Let's see. We don't need to cross this with a footpath, so you can come rather close to the street here, like so. Then we'll have a second one that I would like to cross with a footpath. Or is that necessary? Maybe it's not necessary. Maybe we can just go here. Be a little generous with the space. And then have one of these smaller ones, just as a transitional building, and that one needs to be crossed with a footpath. And I'll show you why in a second. Because I don't, well, pretty much because I don't want to have these crossings by the dozens, right? They don't hold up traffic much, but still, I don't want to have a million of those. Alright, so that's going to be the skyline, and I think that's nice. This area here still got to be transformed in a park. Not this episode, though. And then we have some room here for brushes and buildings and all, so just a little bit more generous with the space. And then here 1 or 2 more buildings, and that's going to be it for the city, I do think. I don't want to have these huge cities. Anyway, so let's connect these 2 roads now. Where are you? Come on. There was a connection here. What crossing not allowed? There we go. So we connect you like so. This guy can't be straight because the game just doesn't like it when I get what I want. It's okay, and we'll construct it like so, and then we can cross this one with the footpath. Awesome. Good. Okay, so one connection here is very easy. I'm going to just draw this. There we go. That is connected. The second one is also easy. We'll have one crossing here. Maybe here is nice. There. And then have you come out here. Or can we cross a little higher up? No, we can't. That's okay though. Come in here and join you here. Of course that's too sharp of a turn, because what was I thinking? There we go. And that's ugly. Fine, we'll just... There. And then you can join here, and you guys can join here. Do we need to connect up there as well? Honestly, I think that will look better. We'll do that. And we'll just have a straight connection here. And then come on here. Alright, and then we also need a connection over yonder. And just do a little curve and connect you here as well, just as we can. Okay, so these guys can now move to the school and kindergarten over there. They could move to the kindergarten up here. They're rather far away from the shopping stuff, but we do have a bus stop here, so they can go to the bus stop, and we'll have to set up the city lines as well. The inner city lines, that is. But yeah, and then next time we're going to plan a couple more construction sites here, but I think that's going to be enough work for our new flats and museum and neighbours. They should be covered, but let's take a look anyway. Yeah, okay, that should be covered pretty easily. The fire department is right next door. Alright, and then we'll just get a couple of road construction projects started. Maybe just this general area, not that far, maybe like so. And a bit of that inner part here as well. Like so, that shouldn't pose any problems to anybody. Except that I wanted this to be... Oops. illuminated, so we need to redo it a little. Ah, come on. Can I get you... like so should be fine, right? And this part here. Okay. Cool. And that should work out. We'll see if we found any question marks, but so far none. We'll just have to check back in 5 minutes or so, because, yeah, as I learned last time, the question marks, they come when you're not looking, so you need to be not looking for 5 minutes. We still have a bit of a problem with the iron ore, so okay, now we're drawing it down now. We have workers in here, 68. 15 here. So a full iron ore processing plant can keep up with 60 workers, probably around 80 or so, and then we're making barely a surplus here. But that's okay. We have a nice iron production here. So I think we'll go down to like 290 workers or so. That should be fine. Now we can't supply more coal and iron, but that's plenty. We have good storage here. Actually, prefabs are the problem. Oh yeah, of course, because we built that many prefab panels here, but they should be getting those. Yeah, here's a couple trucks already. Here's trucks. He's not getting iron. You are getting for the rail construction, and these guys are getting the prefabs already. And there should be prefab trucks coming along the road here. Just always good to look what your construction vehicles are doing. And we have prefabs plenty here. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so we need to redo construction areas here a little bit. There's two ways we can do this. Number one is we could get more construction offices. Like I could get these large offices. I could sneak in one here. I could go back a little here and then fiddle around a little bit. There must be a spot somewhere. Twist and turn. Okay, not quite. We probably can make it fit by just adjusting the rail a little bit. But like I said, I want to keep this space as an emergency space for later. We could remove one of the small ones and probably fit a large one in here. Then we'll have a huge, two large, and one small. But I think it's more efficient if we have a huge one here. And that is just more efficient in general. So we're gonna remove these two small ones and adjust this road here a little bit, if we even need this anymore. Hang on, that was for the fire department, right? So it can cover here and over there. But we now have a proper fire department here, so we don't need that coverage anymore. So most likely we don't need that dirt road here, but we can adjust it. We're gonna need it later anyway. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. It's not gonna be too bad. They have a couple unfinished road projects that they're currently working on. So we'll actually go with this one here, because that's not doing anything at all. And there's a nice new button, not new, but it's a button that sells all the vehicles. So we're going to do just that. And now we have 1 million, and now we're going to demolish that. We could, I know it's going to be much more efficient if we move all the vehicles to a road depot, and then from the road depot we move them back, and blah blah, but that's going to eat up the entire episode. I don't think that's worth it. We do have the money to do this. That's what we want to do. Alright, let's see. Where are you currently working? Can we wait? Okay, so it's here. I think we'll actually stop these projects. Don't auto search. And I'll buy out these two projects that are almost finished. There we go. Cancel this assignment, and then we'll sell all these vehicles as well, and demolish this one as well. Alright, so now we have a bit of space. Now, if you would kindly vanish here. Alright, so let's check if we can already fit this new one in here. Almost. Not too much to do. Do we want it like so? I think that might be a consideration. We hold it this way. And then extend the road into here. So that they will then go on the road like that. And yeah, I think that's a consideration. Alright, so let's redraw this piece of road here a little. And of course we need to adjust the terrain just a tad, but that's easy. We have lots of excavators and stuff hanging around here. Not doing anything useful. I'll just adjust it a little bit like so. Take the height from the center, maybe here. Just that. What the hell is this terrain? Really difficult terrain here. Alright, maybe we'll take it from this center here. That makes more sense. Over here. It's a little less aggressive with the terraforming, but still pretty aggressive. And that took away the option that I had in mind anyway. So we're going to go with this orientation. Like so. That fits in here very, very nicely. I'm going to come close to here. Okay, now we can smooth out this. There's the terrain smoothing button. Just a little. Enough so we can lower this part here. Just a little smoothly. That's gonna be fun anyway. I do want the tourist area where I told you up this mountain. It's gonna be a lot of fun to try and get that done. Could actually just bring the road over here. I kinda like that. We just need to smooth out this. So, and then we'll remove this road here and draw it out. A little curve up over the mountain. Let's see. Sounding like Bob Ross here. Happy little curve up over the mountain. Just let it flow easy. And it come naturally. It's already there, it wants to show itself. Just draw the road, curve it. Okay, enough of that, it's cool. I'm aware. Okay, so that will, we're not gonna build this. That can be built. Do I want that built by my own construction? Hell, why not? Why not? The answer would be because we have $1 million. But we got stuff to spend $1 million on, don't you worry. There's plans where we're gonna need a lot of cash. And we don't have that much of a rush here because we still have projects that we need to finish. Okay, so let's check in Stettin if there's anybody with a question mark on their head. There is not. So construction is well underway. People are doing things. Even though they're doing them a little slowly, but they are doing them. Yo, we got 2 projects still. Number 1 is the farm. Number 2, if I can fit it in this episode, is what I forgot to mention in the intro, by the way, is to connect this crude oil production area to our rail system. And yeah, but we're still far away. Let's actually quickly, before we go into the farm construction, we're still far away from reaching the rail end here, the construction end. Is that? Yeah, that is assigned. Is that one assigned? That is not assigned anymore. Okay. So, no. You wanna... Okay. So we wanna assign... Oh, because this one is not finished yet. Okay. So it'll probably... Yeah, okay. So it'll probably get this here, but we'll have to find out. Okay, okay, okay. So let's go to the farm. Now, we want 2 more farms of this caliber, of this size. Oh man, this tunnel is it's taking a minute or two. Still 150,000 to finish. We want 2 more farms. Number 1... So it's pretty much without alternative to have the cargo rail station in this area. Because it should be reachable for all the farms. It shouldn't be too much of a drive, too long of a drive. Okay, so let's get an idea of what we're dealing with, terrain-wise. What can we fit on there in terms of fields? Let's see. We could fit some big fields here. That wouldn't look too awkward. Somehow they... Okay, no, it would be awkward though. Cannot fit it here properly. So we would need to flatten this out. So there's a money sink already. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a dirty trick, but that is not... Let's actually check this out from the bottom. Yeah, it's like a valley here, and then we just have this little ridge. And we could flatten this out, most likely. Just take the height from the center here, and then push this ridge back a bit. And the way we can do this, I'm not sure if it's actually gonna work the way I want to, but we'll definitely try. There's the regular construction office. We'll just plant you in here, buy it out. They're not too expensive, they're just a couple thousand. And then we'll put in a couple of bulldozers. 4 maybe to start with, to see if my plan even works. And 4 excavators as well, just like so. And now we can actually terraform here. So let's try and do that and see what it gets us. So we can flatten this and we'll immediately have a bad ridge here. Do we want to do that? I said I don't want to do it too much. But I think this here is an exception. I do want to push this back just a little. Okay, so we want to lower the terrain here. I think that is probably going to be an off-camera task. How is that not coming along so well? That is an off-camera task, probably. We'll flatten a little bit of this. Certainly now we need to fill it in again. Smooth it out on the edge here. I really like the smoothing tool. That makes life a lot easier. Yeah, but that's gonna be... It's gonna be a lot of work for not that much effect. I mean, we gain a bit of terrain. But still, we could have a plateau. That's the other option. Let's zoom out here. How many... So the tracks are going to go through here, so we could have a bit of a plateau. Or we could just go from here and push this ridge back a little. That would be ideal, but it's so tedious. Yeah, we would be doing that for 10 minutes at least. So I don't think... Just smooth this out a little. I don't think that's the way to go. It's just too boring, and too much work. So we'll try and fit a couple fields here. I mean, that's not too bad. Let's actually just start out, see where this leads us. We'll have 1, 2, and we probably can't fit one here, that's alright. And then over here, that would be awkward. Okay, so if we ultimately plan to have the farm in this region, wouldn't be too bad to have some fields like so. Maybe just connect them from the bottom here and have them spaced out a little more. Why not? Why the hell not? Because they're awkward. I don't know how these graphical, like that jitter glitter stuff here. Actually, you know what, we can flatten this out, right? Yeah, we could do that. Level terrain, height from center. So we'll just height. We can smooth this out a little. Question is, what are we doing here? We're leveling out. Oh, that's also not working. Oh man, I hate this. Maybe we'll just smooth it all out. If we smooth a little more, we can then fit the fields without the graphical glitches. I'm willing to accept a couple of glitches, but not that. Not like this. Yeah, that is okay. I mean, it's still a bit glitchy, but it's okay. Maybe it looks alright when it's built and actually something is sewn on there. We'll try. Okay, so we'll have it like so. Gotta keep sight of that track here. So we can drive in here. We'll then have the farm here, most likely. And then we'll have a couple of mediums there. Maybe just around. Let's actually place the farm first. Can we fit medium here? Ugh, not really. Could glitch it around here. We could put some here. Also all not that great. Okay, the farms might wander a bit. They might change their position a bit. But for now, we'll have it here. Oops. And a medium office right next to it. Like so, roughly. I mean, that I can adjust that. Maybe off camera or whatever, but it's not the perfect position. Just you need an idea what you're dealing with. Alright, but this here, I could have saved that money, but it's not too bad. We have a plenty of money by now. So we can spend like a 50 to 100,000 on an experiment. No big deal. How else are we gonna learn, right? Exactly. Okay, so we'll have this space we need to reserve. We could still curve. Yeah, kind of like this. It's actually coming together much nicer than I thought, because then we can have this central loading area here, we can have the tracks go here, and we'll have a pretty darn efficient farm, I think. Lots of huge fields. They're not laid out. Sometimes I'm astonished at my own grammar. They're actually not laid out perfectly, but good enough, I'd say. So, can I have one more here? Ugh, that's a bit glitchy. Just like so, and then a couple more. One more here. Maybe a couple more over there to finish it off. 1, 2. Okay, that's just a good layout here. And then we'll have a third farm over there. And then we can draw the tracks through here, up there. Nice. And then we'll have the central loading here, which is going to be reachable from there, Where's my... Yeah, from there. from there, and from this farm here as well. Cool. So let's put... Oh, it's actually I can't see at night, so we'll go over to Stettin, check out how far they have come with the houses. Pretty damn far. A full houses here. I don't have churches, but who cares about churches? I want the people supporting the party, not going to pray. And yeah, the road construction is very, very slow, but it's just we just have to deal with that. And here we didn't make that much progress either. Alright, so we're good there. Still stuff to do. Let's check out Berlin and that new construction office. How far have we come here? We're actually about to finish this. We got workers on it. Just need some boards and some steel, which are hopefully arriving soon. I can't see anybody carrying them now. Guys, you have open whole trucks here, just bring the stuff. But that's almost done here. Great. So the one task that we can do, and I'll just zoom out a little, not zoom, speed through the night, I'm going to say. The one thing we can do is draw a bit of track here. A bit of track. Snap to it. I think that's fine. Oops. So we need to see where we're going. Just make a nice gentle curve. Come up here. Most likely we will have some space here for future construction, though. I mean, like I said, we don't have to plaster every millimeter of the land with buildings. It's okay if there's a little nature in between. We'll just go up until here for now and leave it open as to how we're going to curve and where we're going to curve. So we can build the construction here. The storage area here. We could build it here. And we'll do this. Okay, so that is there. Just so our rail offices have stuff to do when they finish these bridges, because we are actually getting there with the bridges. Yeah, that's realistic. Can you imagine that? We built this bridge from our own prefabs, from our own metal, from our own steel, with our own railroad office. I mean, it's just great. No other way to say that. So proud of the people of the Republic. Look at that. Here comes another track builder. I love the sound of them crossing over these narrow bridges. And here they go. Bringing nothing because there's no people on the construction site. Now they're working, okay. Bringing steel and prefab panels. Anyway, cool. So we have that farm. We have a rough idea where the trail's gonna go. Fields don't actually look that glitchy. So we're good on that front. Okay. Right, let's go over here, and that is almost done. Let's actually speed up there. And we'll finish that. Tum. There we go. Great. Okay, so now we're gonna buy out... I actually want to have one of our other huge ones to compare. This guy. Oh, that's hard to use, because... Why is that so fragmented? Weird. Didn't we buy them row by row? Actually, let's just pull up the other one in Berlin. I think that one we bought out. Yeah, that one more organized. Okay. Oof! I thought I might have a crash. Ooh, that was scary for a second there. Alright, let's check out... they built all the things. Asphalt plant can't produce asphalt. What the... Why can't the asphalt plant not produce asphalt? Because you have no workers. And why you don't have workers? Did we cancel some? No. Okay, we're just a little slow with the buses, but this one here should bring workers, right? Anyway, so what's hanging out here the most? We do have road construction projects. No, but we don't have that many projects, so it's not really... that's not really representative. We'll go with that layout here. Does not seem to have worked. Okay. This one's small. Alrighty, so let's go shopping. Work is hard. Let's go shopping. Okay, we need a couple dumpers for sure. We're gonna get these regular T138. I like those the most because they're fast and it's the best compromise. These here, they can carry a lot more, but for all those, for example, footpath or whatever, small construction sites, it's better to have faster dumpers that can move a little more. We're going to get 4 concrete mixers. Actually, you can carry 9 tons, 80 kilometers. You can carry 12 tons at 17. Yep. Still a better compromise. We need open hull. The trusted old... Do we take the W15? No, we don't. We take the trusty old Skodas. The big version. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we take a couple covered hulls. Just these here is my go-to construction thing. 3. Take a couple buses. These guys here, right? 40 and fast. Yep. 3 of those. We'll take a couple bulldozers. We'll take a couple excavators. Digging speed 33. That Soviet Union thing is still the best bang for the buck. Do we need 3? Don't think we do. We'll take another 2 pavers, 2 rollers. Okay, now we need a couple cranes. We'll take tower cranes. 2 of those. Maybe 3. Or maybe 2 road cranes. 80 kilometers, building speed 25. 21. We'll take these. I like them. In yellow, if we can make it. There we go. Why is it so expensive? Not much better than that. Okay, let's get 2 of those. Actually, let's see. That dust. Alright, we bring it up to 2,000 miles, and there we go, 2,000 meters rather, 2 kilometers. And now these can actually, if we assign some buildings, so we can get concrete, asphalt, and that. We can get workers here. Okay, now we need to select it individually. We can get the steel from here. Bricks from here. Paper from here. Boards from here, and then the mechanical components and the electric components here. Very good. Okay, steel isn't really working out. Maybe we'll need... it's just a temporary shortage. And I need to drive a little faster. Cool. So these can now grab all these road construction projects as well, which should speed up things a little. So, cool, and we're still rich. Good. So we have that done, and I'm going to pause it here. Next episode, we're going to finish the 3rd farm and then plan our storage area there. And we're going to connect the oil there and do some more adjustments over here. And then I'm going to lay out my plans for expanding in the hinterlands toward the uranium. That's the ultimate goal. We're look at that. We're getting there. We're getting there. The city center is looking great. We need to also provide a couple more shops here, maybe. But yeah, one thing after the next. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as usual, comment suggestions and all that in the comments, and I will reject them. I will react to them. That's what I'm trying to say. And try and incorporate them. Also, have a wonderful day and see you around for the next episode.